Hi, beautiful Scorpio. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Scorpio, this is your love reading, which I rarely do. If you listen to me before, you know that I don't go into specific love readings because I just feel like the general reads sort of cover it all. But because Venus has entered into Leo and is going to stay there until October, I feel like there's a lot of things going on for every sign. It's not just going to affect Leo and Venus. It's going to affect everyone because it stays there for such a long time. Venus usually goes in for about a month and then moves on to the next sign. But like I said, Venus is now staying put from June until October, and it even goes retrograde for a bit, like a month and a half or something like that, and goes direct again in Leo to then move on to Virgo. So it's just a lot of beautiful energy that is there, oozing all around for everyone to take part of, to take advantage of, really, and to just really dive into. And I wanted to do a super just all about the romantic love, the lovey-dovey stuff, which I rarely do. I just figured this is a good time to do it. So we're going to do it both for committed and for single. And I understand if you're single, it doesn't necessarily mean you want a partner. So this is for sure for singles who are looking for their soulmate, and for committed. And also want to say that I do offer personal readings. You can ask about love in your personal readings. You can ask about anything. So if you're interested, I'm still, as of right now, doing them. Please then send me a message. You find that in the description, and we'll take it from there. Okay. Wow. So you get the happiest card in the deck come out on the first spot right away. 19 is a promise. 19 is a promise of there's someone in the ethers for you. We're going to do committed as well. We're just going to get some cards on the table. Sweet Lord. Manifest. The Magician is showing up here. These are gorgeous cards. What else do we have for Scorpio, please? From June till October when it comes to love. Are you freaking kidding me? The heart chakra. I mean, how beautiful is this? I don't think I've ever seen a more beautiful lineup. So dramatic. But like, I haven't seen a more beautiful lineup from doing all the signs all the way up to Scorpio. This is a different feeling here. This is a different ball game altogether. So we're starting with the Shine card. This is when you're in accordance with, if you will. This is when you're in alignment with the universe. This is when you are talking source's language. This is when you are opening up. You're moving boundaries. I know setting boundaries can be a good thing, but I mean you're moving the needle for safety when it comes to expanding your energy. When it comes to just open up so much more within yourself. There's an explosion in the solar plexus, Scorpio, which means you're so much more in alignment to attract whatever it is that you want. Like to just really call in, like in the center of solar plexus, the magnetism of all magnetism places, like in your entire body, in your entire system. That's where you're calling in what it is that you want. And like I said, we'll have 19 there, which is the prince or princess of heaven. So if you're single, it means that someone has started to swirl around you. And I think this is really has a lot to do with the fact that you're starting to opening up in this way. And, excuse me. And it's a testament to what, like the higher vibration, the higher the energy, the more you're calling in things. It doesn't mean that you're not calling things in because you're in the lower place. It just means that you're calling things in that you don't want necessarily. When you're climbing the ladder like this and you're coming into this beautiful energy, it means you're starting to call in the things that you want. So in terms of love, you're calling it in and you're calling in what you want. If you're single, they're out there in the ethers. There's a promise of someone in the essence of you, as much as you then probably are in the essence of them. And if you're in a committed relationship, this is just next level when it comes to like something has opened up for you if you're in a committed already relationship, something has opened up or is about to open up for you. This is a reading from June to October. So if you don't see this just yet, know that this is coming. We have the Magician and we have the Heart there as well. So something's opening up for you in your relationship that is going to take your relationship to the next level. We're going to clarify here. There's something about maybe for the first time in a long time feeling grounded, feeling connected. It doesn't mean that you necessarily haven't felt connected to Mother Earth, or how, like, that you're not aware of that health that comes from being connected to Mother Earth, or the health that comes from go hug a tree, or like whatever. It just feels like for the first time in a long time, you really are maybe even making an effort to connect. Maybe like going to the beach every day, going out in the woods every day, going in the water, and really connect yourself with Mother Earth. There's just a connection there going on that probably is also very helpful to being stronger in an already committed relationship, like really having a beautiful, balanced relationship. Or if you're single, to really call someone in, because it's like you're starting to really get grounded. There's so much opening in your solar plexus, and we also have the heart chakra there. So yeah, it brings out the magician in you. It's just sorry, it enables you. That was tough. It enables you to call in who you want, call in who you need. Okay, can we please clarify this shine card? You know, this shine card is the sun card in the traditional tarot. So that's like all about happiness and passion and creation and fruition. It's all about being happy. Clarifying this shine. 7 of Gabriel. Stand up for what you believe in. Have confidence. Claim your personal power. This is what I mean. Like, you're so coming into your own. You're making that connection to Mother Earth, like on a very like consciously. And there's an opening in the solar plexus. We are becoming the magician, and there's a connection there to the heart chakra. Like, you are starting to live your full potential. I'm not saying you're living your full potential, but I'm saying you're definitely opening up to it. And the 7 of Gabriel is all about just standing in that power, standing in that confidence. Whether you feel like you aren't starting to even walk in that potential, you definitely are starting to become aware of that direction. And that's going to bring, yes, this is a romantic love reading. And it's going to bring so much beauty into your life, but it's going to be so much more than just the romantic love. It's going to bring about a lot of new beautiful things for you. And then we have the manifest card. So this is you becoming the magician. And do you see how like we're starting from scratch? So this is just the energy, like just the purest form of energy that we're playing with, and has like no specific direction or formation or anything. And as you just continue to create here, like on top of your hands here, it's starting to blend and it's starting to transform, and out comes this beautiful heart. Out comes love. So this is like quite typical magician card, but it's not typical in the way that like we're going for the love. Obviously we all want love. We all want to feel satisfied. We want to feel contentment, you know, but this is a romantic relationship read, and this is you creating love in your life. So whether you're in a committed relationship or if you're single, Scorpio, it doesn't really matter. This is you creating love you're creating love around you. So if you're in a committed relationship, this is you just creating more love in that relationship. If this is you being single, this is you calling them in. And just becoming such a powerhouse within yourself. Number 1 is a new beginning. It's a new start. It's a new energy. And I also see a ring, and I don't necessarily, and especially these days, it's not so, it's not a, what do you call it? Sure thing. That's not what I'm after, but it explains the same word. It's not a sure thing that you want to get married. you know, back in the day, it was like much more like, of course we're going to get married. And for some of you guys listening to this, Scorpio, you might be all like, yes, of course I am. And other guys, other people are like, no, I'm not. And just marriage these days doesn't really necessarily tell you if you're committed or not. Like, you can be so committed to the other person even though you don't get married. But I just want to say that the level of commitment, I just see the ring there. There's just real commitment here. This is a long-term thing. So if you're in an already committed relationship, this might be like a proposal coming up. You might even right now plan your wedding. This might be that you're just deciding to have a child together, or like have a dog together. It's just something that's just really implying, is that the word? That you are really committed to one another. And if you're single and you're looking for this person, this next person that's going to come into your life, it's not a fling. Let's just say that. It's not a fling. You're so, and as I said that, it's 11:11 on the clock. You're so aligned with this. You're so ready for this. You've done so much work on yourself. So there's not a person coming in to sort of show you the way to become more of who you are. You have already started to come in so much to that energy. That's not what the purpose of this relationship is. The purpose of this relationship is longevity. It's value, like you're sharing the same values and you're staying put together for the long term. This is deep commitment. Anything you want to clarify for both committed and single here around manifest? I see the flower of life. I see a lot of beautiful symbols. There's probably going to be a lot of synchronicity, especially for Libra singles. There's probably going to be a lot of synchronicities or a lot of symbols starting to show up when it's getting really close to meeting your person. Follow your passion. You are ready for any challenge. Opportunities for excitement and adventure. Both for committed and singles. I'm going to read that again. Follow your passion. You are ready for any challenge. And opportunities for excitement and adventure. You're creating the life that you want right now. And it's almost like I could do the same read for committed and singles, because it's a lot about just really creating what you want in your life right now. If you're committed, you're coming more and more into like a really beautiful, connected, committed relationship with your person, and you're just creating more and more love in that relationship. And if you're single, this is like you really are creating the person of your dreams. They are coming in. Follow your passion. You're ready for any challenge. Opportunities for excitement and adventure. Like it's just such an exciting time to meet this person. And page is all about turning the page, turning to something new, bygones with the old and into something new, and bringing that new energy into your life. Welcoming it. I don't feel like you're holding out anything. And then the heart chakra to top it off. Like, you really have at least started to move into the heart chakra. This is not the flower of life symbol, but there's a lot of symbolism going on. I think that there's a lot of synchronistic events and a lot of symbolism going on in your life, Scorpio. If you're not aware of that, start to become aware, because you're going to find it everywhere. How things just are connected. You can watch a television show and it's like, is the television show in on it? what's going on here? Sometimes it feels that way. It's like crazy, how things just line up. And it's the number 4, so it's all about the heart, fitting, and laying a new foundation for yourself, like coming from a new place in your life, whether you're committed or in a single situation, looking for love. You're coming from a much more core foundation, solid place, in your approach to love. And that's so beautiful. That's all we can ask for, because if you just come from there, you can be the magician, you can create a lot of things. You might have taught yourself how to create a lot of things in the world. But if you come from a really depressed place, you're gonna you're gonna create a lot of heavy stuff. So it doesn't mean that you have understood the qualities of the magician if you're not coming from the heart. And the thing is, you are coming from the heart. You're coming from your solar plexus. You have opened up your solar plexus. You're starting to feel worthy, and you're starting to feel confident in your life. You probably have started to like really move into who you are, and with the stand up for yourself, have confidence, claiming that power, and now having like the heart chakra here as a foundation. Like, I think that's just the most beautiful platform you could ever stand on for in order to just have the most gorgeous relationship in your life. Can you clarify the heart chakra, please? Wow. King of Michael, 3 of Michael, and 6 of Raphael. Okay, interesting. So the King of Michael, wisdom and objectivity are important now. Stay in your integrity. There's the power of the confidence. A situation that calls for honest and open communication. So King of Michael for me is someone that's very like, you want action, you want to move forward, you want that commitment, you want to see things happen. Like, this is not a we'll wait and see type of energy. This is a moving forward, go get what you want. And this is also saying like it's important to stay in your integrity. It's important to stay not necessarily within your boundaries, but like to just keep an open communication, just be honest with one another. Dare to be as honest as one can possibly be if you're in a committed relationship. Like when it comes to communication, if you're single, this is very much about moving forward, going after what you want. Maybe sometimes people tell you like you're so picky, like you're no wonder you never meet someone because you're so picky. Good for you that you're picky, because this is Scorpio knowing exactly what they want. And it's like you haven't really compromised on that. So it might have taken a bit for you to get here. But I feel like you're going to get so happy that you got here. We have a phoenix rising in the back there. And we have 2, do you see the doves there flying around, which brings a lot of peace, 2 of them. So just feel like these 2 birds are you and your person. And there's been some tricky stuff in the past. And this is, if we do the singles first, I feel like the only thing that has maybe been a little bit in the way, there's been a lot of healing. Like we see that you find your confidence now. You're breaking out of that shell. You're exploding in your solar plexus, coming into the heart chakra. There might have been a lot of loss when it comes to love for you. Just a lot of loss in whatever shape or form it has showed up. It not just romantic love. This might be like loss of loved ones in your life. And that can be family members, that can be friends, that can be even like at a job, like coworkers. You're at a job and you might not be super tight with them, but tight enough, and then they pass away, or God forbid children, or just some really close people to you, and even maybe a loved one, like in terms of romantic love. It might not be that there's deaths. It might also just be separation that you have, that has been a little bit tough for you. Maybe there's like been fallouts with family members, fallouts with friends, maybe ugly breakups, whatever has been going on in your life. It just feels a little bit heavy when it comes to your past. If you're single, Scorpio here, it feels like that's the only thing that you needed to mend or come into more peace with yourself. You are coming into alignment, complete alignment here though. Like you don't have to be worried about this. But it's there, and it's saying this is probably what has been a little bit in the way for you to really find that committed relationship, because there's been a little bit of a guard up. Maybe a fear of rejection even going into the relationship. So the relationship almost doesn't even stand a chance because that vibration is already active, if that makes sense. Now you're starting to heal that. You really are literally starting to heal your inner child. I mean, I don't know who you are, Scorpio. This is like finding that inner peace, finding that inner balance, becoming the magician, you know, connecting with the solar plexus and the heart chakra, healing that inner child of yours, and even coming to balance between the feminine and the masculine power. I've never seen a person who's 50-50. I'm yet to meet that person. But there's a little bit more balance, so it's not one side of you is completely taking over the other side. It's a little bit more balanced. And the fact that we are healing the inner child, we're letting the inner child come out and play again, so it's not so serious. Like, this love business is not so serious, or becoming friends with someone is not so serious, which means you might go from being quite a lone wolf into sort of having your herd. And I think that I've said that to you before, Scorpio. There's something with, yeah, with the wolf and a lone wolf and finding your pack, if you will. Anyway, it's just you're coming into your heart. You're healing from the inside out. You're finding that inner child again. And it's like so beautiful. That's what I have for you, beautiful, beautiful Scorpio. If you're in a committed relationship, go after what you want. Go after what you want. Ask for what you want. Be clear. Stay in that focus of like really open communication. Honest, raw, open communication. Ask for what you want. And it's like coming from a really loving, beautiful place there. A deepening of a beautiful, beautiful relationship. If you're single, this is you coming into alignment with yourself. Maybe like from a Phoenix Rising situation, like a Dark Night of the Soul really situation. And starting to understand who you are and starting to ask for what you want and calling them in. You might even have them like right now. When you listen to this, you probably have them in the essence of you. You might even have started to pick up symbols, synchronicities, things that sort of show up for you saying, okay, they're on their way. Because you're on your way. You're coming into a balanced place, really, Scorpio. It's such a beautiful reading. Okay. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time.